Hi, let's come to the third part of the presentation on Project Malaysia focus group. This is video taking 181. Let me begin. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Thomas Sim E3009. Today is 26th of April 2024. This is part 3 of the focus group presentation. Again, back to the key issue, who is your target audience? In fact, we have gone through in part 1 and part 2. Target audience is our customer and the public third party. So you see that we have local developer Ibraco, which is a listed company, doing projects in KL. So this is a new project in PJ. So there are prerequisites for our thoughts in the aspect to join force to work together, different agency coming together in a consortium under agency MY Online. So we do have local engagements with the agents, for example, Ibraco in Kuching. And then we have the agency to agency called co-agency relationship between different agency in different region. So these are all legal networking agreements, and these are done through the appointment engagement under the registered firms. So we have also registered property managers within our group, and as well as we have technically sound people inside our group for working on the future expansion program. So we try and work together as a team to do this as selling KL properties in KK, or selling KK properties to Penang, and all kinds of possible co-agency between different regions. Anyway, our fee structure will be still one fee for one instruction. This is what we try to do. Try to have three types of different income. One is the estate agency practice. The other one is business consultancy. And the third one is actually the tenancy administration, the making of property for long-term tenancy. And our relationship under agent my.online is that we try and work in the focus group with one co-agent with the listing agent, and at the different location, so that the issue can be sorted out, as in less competition, provide exclusivity to the supply side, as well as provide exclusivity to the buyer side. So KL project sold by one co-agent in KK, for example. So KL project is engaged by a listing agent in KL, and then the co-agent in KK work on the buyer side. So buyer from KK buys project in KL. Therefore, this relationship that the KK agency doesn't need to have an office in KL, or else the KK agency office would have to have office in KL, so that the office in KL can take the buyers from KK to go and look, to do viewing or look at the property in KL. So in this case, well, the KK agency will just send over the particular purchaser from KK, and then the listing agent in KL will work on the inspection and the viewing of the property. So it cuts down a lot of costs, and also make the job easier for the KK core agent. So in reciprocating, the same can be a mirror image. So the core agency in KK can become a listing agent for KK property, and then the KL listing agent, in this case, when KL people buying to KK, becomes a core agent for this KK property. So the KL doesn't need to have office in KK, and therefore the KL office concentrates only on getting purchaser from KL, and then let the introducing of the property in KK by the KK agency. So in this way, having a party that works together minimizes the cost of having an office, and therefore minimizes also the issue of time and appointment time, and also the convenience of the viewing of the property at the location. So this co-agency has got many advantages. One, I mentioned, there's no need to have an office anymore because you give it to your listing agent and you are only looking at sourcing the buyer. Let the listing agent do the work. The listing agency is anyway active in the local setting. In the local setting here means the region, the location where the property is for sale. And let the listing agent give all the information to the co-agent so that they can run through a verification and doing the due diligence by the listing agency. So let the co-agent concentrate on to sourcing for buyer. Let the listing agent be professional to deal with the listing issues. So our philosophy here is we actually want to establish a system where it becomes a industrialized way of doing things. No more like in the case of a agency working relationship. KL, because it's a fertile land, it's a fertile piece of empty land, then the agricultural way of doing it is to plant more crops and more yield and make money out of it. So this is the traditional way where agricultural system of keeping the resource to only one party, whereby we are looking at, we want to expand the system where it is an industrialized way of selling property, whereby it is not about keeping the developer to myself. It is more of helping the developer to sell the property at the best way of getting the buyer to come forward. So this is more like not keeping the product on your own, but releasing the product at a good price to help your fellow agents, to help your core agents to source for you potential buyers from throughout, not just at your local location. So in the sense, it gives the mirror image in contrast to the fact that in the old way, which is the agriculture way, there's a lot of hierarchical negotiator, higher negotiator ranking, lower negotiator, new negotiator, newbies, and there is a lot of protectionism on oneself. My contact is my contact. You cannot talk to my contact. Very protective and hostile, at times confrontational, to keep their own customer. So this is what I wanted to say. In the agricultural sense, this is resembling the situation of a rich soil, therefore good yield. So you actually have a rich developer that gives you good property, and therefore you hop onto it and keep it to yourself. Lousy soil, abandon it. Nobody want to work on a lousy soil, and therefore no agency is interested. And then if you want to increase sales, you give better yield, you give better profit sharing to your negotiator. Therefore, your negotiator would do the job for you. But we don't want to be in the agriculture way. We want to establish somewhat we call the industrialization of the estate agency practice. So what is industrialization, which is our goal? It's explained in this sense. Neither rich or nor poor, the same product for the same price for the same level of service. We want to be like Coca-Cola. We want to be like Android phones. We want to be like instant noodles, where we produce efficiently a product that is cost effective in achieving its objective. So think about it as in we try to establish a system of platforms, and these platforms can become a good system to do promotion for all kinds of listings at a very reasonable cost. And it means to say whether your property is expensive property, which you can make a lot of money out of it, or if it is not so expensive property or affordable property range, also be given the same window of exposure. And therefore this window of exposure is made into such a professional way that our job is to enable this industrialization of the estate agency practice. So you can get an affordable price irrespective of your status, whether you are owner of the rich house or you are a good hot property or you are not good hot property. We try to emulate what is Coca-Cola and what is AirAsia. That is, everyone can afford to use our service. Our philosophy, industrialization, is a disruption to the status quo. Because most of the time, for estate agents, we would think of getting a hot property. In fact, trying to scam even to get a hot property to sell. So we tend to think about the end, which is the issue of how much we are going to make from the commission. We do not have a standard system or ISO for the process of doing the job. So everyone is different, and therefore everyone also follow different ways. And in fact, getting the way to do it, what is the standard of doing, a lot of time, good property, a lot of effort will be put in. A lousy property, I'm sure no estate agent would want to put in too much effort, because it is not able to completely yield a good result. So we are trying to achieve a standard way of doing things, standard fee, standard way of carrying out our job, irrespective of the type of property or value of the property, and beyond certain value, it will be a flat fee. So this is something which I find, in a sense, competency of our work as an estate agency practitioner to be able to carry on in a bigger scale a marketing system that duly satisfy the most numbers of customers. So summing up, what we are offering is 6 platforms to suit your business plan, and this I share just now already. The company called Agent MY Online, and this company we want to industrialize estate agency practice. So what are these 6 platforms? In fact, actually 7 are. So 6 is because I actually don't include estateagentexam.com. Estateagentexam.com is a education e-learning system. Also, we do not include that. We include syndromeproperty.com, which is my own estate agency practice. Findway.info, contracttoyou.com, My Real Property Online, Just Land Info, Midterm Rent Online. So the difference in the sense I want to highlight among these 6 platforms are the architecture difference. The way that the website is designed, one side on the left is comprehensive, the other side on the right is simple. So simple architecture, you can see it in Syndrome Properties, Just Land, Midterm Rent, as well as My Real Property Online. So these are very simple website to host or to list the advertisement. Easy to list, quick and straightforward. The comprehensive architecture will be the Findway and Contract to You, because these are different purpose. They are capturing more data. They are used for better decision making, because Findway is about geo-linking of businesses, linking one business to another business, whereas Contract to You has a ranking system to rank a property by index system. So you can actually use the comprehensive architecture one as a listing, as well as for making decision, then the simple one, which is only for advertisement only. So there are also classification under business purpose. Simple business purpose for the estate agency practice only is all these under the right hand side: Syndrome Properties, Just Land, midterm rent, and my real property. These are simple for business purpose in real estate only. Whereas if you are looking at, going into horizontal expansion or the deep footing expansion, you will be using the more comprehensive one, which is vertical or horizontal, more than just estate agency practice. There's a ranking involved. There's a higher amount of cross-business linkage. So what is in it for me, for platforms? You can use these platforms to forge your business plan, of course. After all, you also need to have your own external promotion for your own estate agency firm. You can collaborate with others among the focus group, keep your own records in the system, monetize your records. If you are able to monetize your records one day in the future, well, you'll be also one of the shareholder of our agent my.online. Now, I just want to quickly highlight the six different platforms. Findway is actually yellow page. What is important here is to say that people over product, you are more than what you sell. So this is also one of our philosophy in agent my.online. We deal with mapping of businesses, network and collaborations, geo-linking of business opportunities, going to the horizontal or vertical path. Contract to you is, as I said, the ranking of properties by comparative index. Contract2you.com also includes the advertising of services of repair and maintenance. Then My Real Property is a profile yourself website, a website for users to establish your own identity in the internet. So this part I have done almost near to 250 videos, and therefore using the example that I have given, you may want to write on this platform to establish your own profile. Just Land is for land alone. They mean all the listing in the website is about land, and there is no one current situation in Malaysia. There is no one website that is collecting all the land. So this one I am thinking of doing it also as a ranking of the land index, ranking by index, subcategorizing the land with ranking feature. And midterm rent is a subsegment of rental where it is a short to medium term rental, less than 1 year but more than 1 month. So this is also in line with the expanding population, getting more mobile, and talking about rental, which is 3 to 6 months. Syndrome Property is my own core business in estate agency practice. We have a website which is easy for our agents to put their listings. Example, as a consortium, Syndrome Property joins Agent MY Online as a consortium, and this is a sample working relationship. If you are a new agency in the future, you want to join us as an Agent MY, this will be the same model of collaboration. And we have EDU for estate agent exam, which is for the study of the diploma in estate agency examination. So what is it now for you to embark on is like you can start, select the platform best suited to you, register your account, and start doing posting inside the platform. So brainstorming, we hope that in the meeting up with the groups, meeting up the focus groups, we can have a brainstorming session, try to work on some projects together. So this one is one of the example I'm thinking, Keluar Sekejap, which is by KJ and Saril. Here you are looking at a new way of promoting form of movement. Also, well, we can have one similar podcast like this and interviewing important key players in the market as well as our members through the region, so that we can get rubbed on to new uptakes of businesses in different regions. And then we have another mod, which is like what they've done the trend. So we can also do some things of the similar sense, work on some project in a different region to map out the region for good decision making on investing and purchasing property. So we have people who are good in drone, also as in our group. in 3D as well as the AV and VR. An example is our friend Raymond Lu, who is good in 360 property visual tour. And then we can do roadshows, different places. So here, our brainstorm session, I will just group under a few podcasts, a mapping of routes in various regions, 360-degree focus drone, special roadshows. And our summary is that in our focus group, purpose of working together as a Project Malaysia setting, we look at the old ways I've talked about, the traditional way of estate agency practice, and also about what is new and challenging things in the business, and marketing scenarios which are disappointing at times, ways to improve ourselves and dissect the current setup of estate agency practice. We are challenging the agriculture phenomenon to industrialization of the estate agency practice, breaking the status quo and trying to cope with this new form. We have 6 platforms, 6 platforms for members to use, and how to move on and also touch on the different 6 platforms. Thank you very much. These are my platforms, and hopefully we can engage in a meaningful brainstorm when we meet each other. Thank you so much.